Shortly after 21-year-old Yorinobu Arasaka graduated from Todai, his father, Saburo Arasaka, brought him to his private chambers at Arasaka HQ. There he explained to his youngest son the true nature of the Arasaka Corporation. Rather than agreeing with his father's vision, Yorinobu was secretly appalled. That night, Yorinobu slipped out of the compound and vanished into the Tokyo night. 4 years later, Yorinobu, considered to be a non-musical rocker boy, had gathered a cadre of tough Tokyo nomads, the Kotetsu no Ryu, aka the Steel Dragons. Together they swore to expose and destroy Arasaka. His knowledge of Arasaka facilities and corporate procedures gave the Kotetsu no Ryu some advantages, but they lacked the power or information to make serious headway against the corporation. Yorinobu is, however, able to tread the world of the street and the corporate tower with equal facility. When he's not riding with his men, he is traveling the world, meeting with other enemies of Arasaka, looking for funds and equipment. Then the Fourth Corporate War happened. Aside from providing the Japanese government details on Arasaka's operations, information on Yorinobu's exploits during the war remained elusive until Johnny Silverhand and his team, while attempting to find the storage room for the Soul Killer program in Alt Cunningham, stumbled upon a data file titled Arasaka Yorinobu 24/9/2022. K. Arasaka had used the Soul Killer on his youngest brother. Next to the Soul Killer database, Silverhand's team would find what appeared to be a cloning facility. What were the Arasaka scientists up to? Amongst the tissue samples, one was labeled Alt 1702-2013 and Yorinobu Arasaka 2309-2022. Remember that while not perfected in 2020, the ability to fully clone a human was viable at this time. Also, the Arasaka Tower riots, where Silverhand had originally attempted to rescue Alt, happened on April 13th, 2013, meaning Arasaka had somehow acquired Alt's DNA years earlier. It was revealed in Cyberpunk Red that Arasaka broke into 3 warring factions: the Bakufu faction headed by Hanako Arasaka, the Princess faction headed by Michiko Arasaka, Kei's youngest daughter, who as a US citizen allies with the new US government, and the rebel faction headed by Kei's rebel son, Yorinobu. One can therefore speculate that the Yorinobu who is currently fighting the other Arasaka factions is either a cloned imposter, or there is a method of reversing the Soul Killer process to integrate an engram into a cloned body. This raises many interesting questions about the 2077 narrative. Is it the real Yorinobu Arasaka? If the answer is yes, who restored his engram to a living body? What about the other victims of Soul Killer? If Yorinobu received a new cloned body, what about the tissue samples for Alt Cunningham and potentially Johnny Silverhand? Who has those tissue samples? Given that it was a Militech operation, are Militech secretly trying to take over the Arasaka Corporation through this new Yorinobu? What about the true purpose behind the Arasaka Research Facility? So many questions remain unanswered. Thank you for chipping in.